How much effort do you feel is enough title search on a bid, if that makes sense? And should we hire a real estate attorney that applies? Now, obviously, we're not attorneys, doctors, or lawyers. We can talk about what we would do if it were us bidding on it.
Yeah, so for us, when we like drive properties in Houston, Texas, and we go through the gauntlet, we'll drive them, and then we'll come up with how much we think they're worth. We'll come up with a rehab budget, and then identify any of the unknowns. So we're going to set aside a little bit of money for like a quiet title action or cash for keys. And then if there's any county municipal liens that are not going to get wiped, and generally those are the ones that won't, is municipal liens, we'll then subtract those from our max bid. And so if you omitted that last step in the process, you could be underwater quite a bit. Now, most of these don't have crazy municipal liens, but at least 10% of them do. And so oftentimes what you need to look out for is, let's say this, if this was vacant and the grass hadn't been cut for like 3 years, for instance, and the county said, okay, every time we cut the grass, it's like $250, but we charge interest and penalties, and it like snowballs into something much higher. And so we've seen that before, where it's like 20 grand, in like water liens, or 30 grand in grass liens, and they've just, had interest and they've snowballed out of control. And so that's where you want to make sure that you go ahead and you do that final check. But I was standing in the room maybe a few months ago in Harris County, and I overheard two people talking, and one of them said that you have to have a real estate attorney, or you have to have an attorney like review each of these cases for you, and that it's going to cost like $2,000 per case. And I thought, oh my goodness. So if you want to look at like 10 houses, you need $20,000. And then if they get bid up too high, you're gonna be 20 grand out of pocket, which is so crazy. And so you're usually able to look at court records yourself with the power of AI. We built an AI for tax lien and tax deed investing. I mean, you don't need to have a real estate attorney or foreclosure attorney or any attorney necessarily look at something. You can do all of this independently. And yeah, he says that's crazy. Yeah, that's why I ask. Yeah, and so you can do all of this yourself. You can do the title search yourself. And a lot of times, if you're in a really small county, you can't do it online. You just got to go there in person. But if it's not a really small county, for the most part, you can access these websites online. So we do Philadelphia as well, and we can access the title records online and also court records. So you can do all of that. But just to kind of go back to the question, how much effort? You really want to make sure you can just do that title search and look for municipal liens, because the county doesn't like to wipe out themselves, because they're the senior. They'll wipe out everybody else. They'll wipe out the mortgages and lien holders, but they don't like to wipe out their own interest in the property. So county liens are really, really important.
Excellent. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have a free gift for you for watching a free mini course called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. This is one of the best books on tax liens, and it is totally free as my gift to you for watching. In the description below, it'll walk you through tax liens from start to finish, along with the directories with all 1,500 tax lien and deed counties put here so that you don't have to go and search around the internet to find them on your own. So the other thing I have is, if you already have this book and you want to do a deep dive, my team and I have found an auction with a whole bunch of properties worth 200 to 300 grand, opening bids of just $1,600. So if you want to deep dive and attend an auction with some help, you can also schedule a free call below and we can discuss helping you in this business. Regardless, thanks for watching. You can check things out in the description below and enjoy the videos. We'll see you soon.